Hi, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a commentary on the interrogation of Nathan Downhour. I did this was one of the first videos I ever made, like a couple of years ago or something, and somehow I accidentally deleted it in the great YouTube purge that happened a couple weeks ago. I figured I'd just redo it because I could probably do a better job now anyway, that I have more experience doing these, so let's get into it. So it looks like this video starts with Nathan showing up at the Sting house, and then it just skips over his confrontation with Chris Hansen, which I will cover again for the Patreon channel, so be sure to join up there if you haven't already. So this, it goes from him showing up, and then it just skips to him getting arrested, so let's keep going. Does it look weird to anyone else that he's walking in with like one hand in his pocket like that? Like he's got a weapon or something in there? It's kind of funny, just does that wipe across the screen to cut a little bit later here, and then in between those, Nathan had the most embarrassing confrontation in his life.
Sheriff's office, get on the ground. On the ground right now. On the ground! On the ground! Okay, go back.
You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights.
Yeah, this is some pretty bad looking footage, but we'll have to bear with it.
And not answer any of these questions or make any statements. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
On your knees. Straight up. Walk straight up to the straight car, sir.
And yeah, this guy was just a total pathetic loser in his chat log and his confrontation with Chris Hansen. Like, this guy is he's pathetic. Still a predator though.
Any knives, weapons to be found on you? What? Any knives, weapons to be found on you? Knives, right pocket. Go. Right pocket, there's a knife. Okay.
Is that your car? You got change.
Check your wallet.
Like, he just has no discernible expression. It's like, does he understand what's going on here? This is bad, Nathan. Like, he just doesn't look scared or angry or concerned or annoyed. He's just kind of like, whatever.
Is there anything else? Boom. Where's the bag for the evidence? I got his knife.
You got his ID?
You got his knife. You got his ID.
Here.
You got that for evidence? Here we go.
All right, let's go.
Did we get a report number?
When these shows originally aired, I wonder if these cops ever just gathered around the TV with their family and just like watched it, and they probably just thought that was like their 15 minutes of fame. They just thought they were stars there for a minute.
Alright, well, first off here, I'm just going to get a picture of it, and we'll talk to you here, okay?
Do they really need a no smoking sign there to tell the police not to smoke in there?
Alright, I'm Sergeant Trissel, this is Deputy Mullen, we're the Dark County Sheriff's Office, okay? Is it correct that you're Nathan Downhour? Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Nathan, we need to talk to you a little bit here about what's been going on, okay? You've already been read your rights, so you understand your rights.
It's kind of strange that these are two different guys than the guys that interrogated Kenneth Brinkman and Jeff Stacy, some of the others, but they all wear ball caps. Is that just normal for police to, like police that are in plain clothes to wear ball caps? I mean, it's a fairly popular form of headdress in the Western world, but it just seems strange that they're all wearing them.
Okay, you willing to talk to us here? Okay. First thing I need to know is, what you're doing, why you're coming here, why'd you come to that house on 5K Avenue for? Why did you come here in the first place?
To see a 13-year-old girl in that house.
Okay.
Hopefully Nathan can speak up a bit so we can hear him. Some of the audio in these interrogations is terrible. There's a few of them, like the Flagler Beach ones, you just can't even hear a word they say, so I couldn't even do them. But hopefully Nathan will be quiet here. I'll try to adjust the audio if I can.
What was the screen name of the girl you come to see? Do you know?
Katie did sings.
Katie did sings? Okay. And what's your screen name?
Green-eyed 121.
Green-eyed 121. Okay. How'd you first meet her?
Online.
You met her online? How long ago was that?
Less than a week.
You've been talking to her every day or what?
Nearly every day.
Okay.
I would make it a safe bet that it was probably every single day. Nathan is pathetic. I can't remember if he said he was a virgin or something, but he gives off those vibes. Like, this guy does not talk to a lot of women, so he would not give up the opportunity to prey on this particular one, who happened to be a minor.
And you knew how old she was when you come, because you just admitted she's 13, right?
Right.
Okay.
Like, he's not even trying to defend himself. He's just admitting to everything. He just looks like a dopey, pathetic loser. And I don't want to pick on his personal appearance, but it looks like his nose is kind of weird. It's like the tip of his nose just sticks out a little bit more than it should. It just gives him a slightly odd appearance.
What made you believe she was 13?
The pictures.
Okay. She typed
And the fact that she told you she was.
you and tell you that, and you believe, by seeing the pictures, you believe she was 13 and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know if it's better or worse that he's not even trying to come up with a defense. I mean, obviously it's better because he's not lying and it's easier to convict him. But it just seems strange. Like, isn't it just natural to want to defend yourself and to not want to get in trouble for this? Like, some of the guys just come up with the stupidest excuse, just any reason they could possibly have to try to weasel their way out of this. Like, isn't that just a human instinct? It just seems strange that he's just unwilling to even stick up for himself. It might be different if it's like he knew what he did was wrong, but things if he knew this was wrong, he wouldn't have been talking to her every day or almost every day for a week. He just wouldn't have done any of this. He wouldn't have come down there. So I don't believe that he actually thinks it's wrong. I think he thinks so little of himself that he's just kind of like, oh, whatever happens, happens. Like, he doesn't see any reason just to like stand up for himself and try to like fight for his own benefit. He's just such a pathetic loser that he just folds over at the slightest confrontation, and he just can't even think of a reason to try to talk his way out of it. It's just something about him so pathetic, but it also doesn't make him any less of a predator because he still intended to do what he intended to do, probably because no actual women ever showed interest in him, so he thinks he could just like prey on this one and trick her into liking him because he's like a cool older guy or something. But boy, was he wrong.
Have you ever talked to her on the phone or anything?
Twice.
Twice before today?
Yes.
Okay. How long were your calls, do you know? How long did you talk to her each time?
5 minutes.
5 minutes each time?
5, 10 minutes.
5, 10 minutes. Okay. And what was the phone? Did you call her? She call you, or?
She called me.
Okay. When was that?
Today's Friday.
Right.
She called me Tuesday, and I think Thursday or Wednesday.
Something tells me that those phone calls that he's saying that she called him, it's quite likely that she's the one that, or it's believable that she's the one that dialed him, but I bet you he's the one that really initiated it and wanted those phone calls. They weren't calling him because the perverted justice decoy just really wanted to talk to this guy. He wanted the phone call to verify if she was real or not.
What phone number? Where were you at? And what is that?
Campus phone.
Campus phone? What'd you guys talk about? What'd you call?
She asked a few questions. Asked her how she was, what it was like.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk about coming up here?
No.
Okay. What computer were you using to type back and forth?
Laptop.
Laptop? Your own personal laptop? Where's that at?
In my car.
In your car? Okay. Now, as far as you were on your laptop, but where were you at the time? Are you in college? Is that correct? Where do you go to college at?
Taylor.
You go to college in Taylor? Are you familiar with this area over here?
Nope.
Nope. Where do you live at?
Indiana. Hartford
Okay.
City.
Hartford City? That's where you're from?
Mm.
Okay. When you got here, what was your plans for today? When you coming to meet her?
Speak up, Nathan.
I guess one thing to remember, we're here to talk to you. We pretty much know what was said. We'll give
Yeah, we already know what you're going to do, Nathan, so just admit to it.
you a chance to cooperate and help yourself, and us understanding why you come here and the reason
Yeah, help you. You're not helping yourself by talking to the police, Nathan.
behind that. Okay? So, if you want to cooperate, tell us the story, tell us why, explain to us why so we understand why.
It's funny, when I got my DUI, they were asking me all these questions, and in Canada we have basically the same rights as the United States, but if you ask for a lawyer, in Canada they don't have to stop talking to you. They can still interrogate you. So I was just like, yeah, I want a lawyer, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, you can get a lawyer, but they still have 100 questions for you. So they're sitting asking me all these questions, and I'm just like, every single one I'm like refusing to answer. And then partway through, one of the cops is like, he's like, just out of curiosity, who told you not to answer questions? And I'm like, well, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. You're not supposed to talk to the police. And he's like, that's really bad advice. And I was like, well, of course you say that. You're the police. Of course, it's in his interest that people talk, but it's not in my interest. So yeah, you should confess to every crime you've ever committed. Furthermore, you should rat on everyone else that you know for any crimes they may have committed. Yeah, that's what the police want, but that's not going to do you any good. At least he has to understand where we're coming from.
When I came through the door, I pretty much already reached a conclusion that this was something I couldn't go through with.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about the whole drive over here.
He's going with the James Rutherford defense. I decided I wasn't going to do this, and I decided it was wrong, and the whole way, my whole trip over there while I was driving, I knew it was wrong, I decided not to do it. However, he still went in the house anyway.
And so I figured I'd just tell her face to face that
He wasn't going to come. He just came over to tell her that he wasn't going to come over.
we could spend time together, watch a movie, whatever, but there wouldn't be anything beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell her that over text, since that's how you were communicating? Why would you drive all the way over and wait till after you're caught, exposed, and arrested to all of a sudden say that you changed your mind? It's kind of too late by that point.
Maybe.
Well, I was going to rob the bank, so I drove there, and then I robbed the bank and took the money, but then I decided to give the money back because I wasn't going to do it, but the police arrested me before I could say that. Yeah, that doesn't work.
I should leave. I just left after that.
Okay. But as far as you guys'
I know.
talking back and forth,
I know.
what were your plans as far as what you guys are communicating?
Our plans, as far as we were communicating, or as far as I was thinking at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
was a sexual activity.
Okay.
But the
But now that you're arrested and you're going to be in big trouble, you're retroactively changing your story to you did not want to do that sexual activity, you just wanted to hang out and watch movies.
possible repercussions of actually doing it began to gnaw on my mind. I couldn't stop thinking about it. What would happen if I got caught? I was caught.
Mm-hmm.
And these thoughts never occurred to you during the week that you were chatting with her. It only occurred as you were driving to her house, yet you still made the full trip to her house and walked into the house.
But your whole plan when you come over was to have sex. And then supposedly you've changed that since before you walked in the door you decided that wasn't the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do not believe you, Nathan Downhour. You're lying. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, that was his plan. He went over there, and then, oh, yeah, something tells me if he was not arrested, his plans would not have changed. He fully intended to go over there and do what he intended to do. It's only because he's caught now that he's saying that his plan changed at the last minute. He can't just deny everything and say he never intended for sex because they have the record of it. So he has to say, yeah, during the chat and basically every moment up to me arriving at the house, I intended to do the sexual stuff, but then I changed my mind at the last second, so therefore I should not get in trouble. I don't think they're going to buy it.
Okay. But the whole thing was you emailed her or talked back and forth, chatted with her, advising that you wanted to have sex with her, knowing that she's 13. Correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Did you bring anything with you to give to her? You ever didn't bring any gifts or anything like that? The only thing you had on him was a pocket knife. Is there anything else in the car?
What is it with these real huge loser type guys like Nathan Downhour and Vincent Ambrosio carrying knives?
There were some books I was going to give her,
What kind of books?
fantasy novels.
And you say your laptop's in the car, right?
Right.
I bet you Nathan would be the most boring friend to have, just hanging out with this guy. Like, it would not be fun.
Do you have a problem giving us consent to get in your car?
You may get into my car.
Okay, so you're giving us consent to get into your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else in there that we should know about before we get in there?
Let's see. Clothes, bags.
He means like illegal stuff that you should not have. Clothes and bags are fine.
Under the left seat, there's a box of condoms unopened.
I like how he leads with the completely innocent stuff before getting to the incriminating stuff. Yeah, just clothes, bags, some condoms, you know, normal stuff.
And I was supposed to be for something different. I just never used them.
Okay. Anything else? No drugs, anything like that? Okay. Is there any pictures on that computer we should know about? Any pictures of children or anything like that that you want to let us know of ahead of time? Any nude pictures or anything that anybody else has sent you or anything?
No.
Okay. There's no pictures of any underage children or anything like that on there?
No.
Okay. So you don't have a problem us looking on your computer either? You give us consent to look on the computer?
You may look on the computer.
Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill out a form here in a minute, have you sign as far as consent, okay? And have you ever sent any nude images to her? Is this the only picture you've ever sent to her? That's the only one? Okay.
Come on, Nathan, you're putting me to sleep. Start saying funny stuff like Jeff Stacy or Kenneth Brinkman.
What is your address actually in Hartford City? Okay. You never had any criminal history or anything?
No.
Anything minor we should know about?
No.
Okay.
Anything quote unquote minor that we should know about?
Have you ever done this before? And not actually got caught?
Well,
And met a minor? What made you do this for the first time? What made you come here to meet her?
Are you slipping into a coma there, Nathan? Speak up.
I really don't know.
You don't know? Do you have a girlfriend or anything?
Nope.
Nope. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
Never.
Never?
Never.
So you're kind of desperate?
That is not surprising. I mean, I figured women would be lining up to get it on with Nathan Downhour.
Not mean that in a bad way. You haven't had a
I mean it in a bad way.
girlfriend?
Never had a girlfriend.
Don't talk to anybody, nothing like that.
I talked to some girls, but nothing's ever gone past that.
So you get talking to this 13-year-old on the internet and maybe see it as a lucky break for you to have.
Did he just figure like no other female person will ever talk to him, so he just this is the only opportunity that came his way? Which doesn't make sense because he reached out to her. It's not like she was talking to him and he just fell for it. He saw her profile and reached out to her. So obviously he picked her out of the many others when he could have picked an adult woman. So you don't get away with that, Nathan.
Sex. How old are you?
23.
23. Okay. That kind of the gist of it? Have you ever had sex before?
No.
Never. So you have
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I thought I heard that he's a virgin. I forgot that he actually admits it in that. That's boy, things are not going well for Nathan. He's a complete beta loser who's a complete virgin, and now he's under arrest and going to be going to prison as a registered sex offender. It's his life could definitely be doing better this moment.
a box of condoms with you. You've never had sex before. The whole plan was to have sex with this 13-year-old when you got here, correct?
That was the original plan.
Okay. Did you tell anybody you were coming here today?
No.
Maybe I can And it says Montpelier, Indiana.
Oh, sorry. I keep thinking Hartford City all the time. It is Montpelier. Montpelier's right next to Hartford City.
Okay. Your social security number, what is that? Approximately 6'2", 145.
What's that giant book there in the middle of the table? Is that like a phone book or something?
Is that about right? That's what you got on here? Brown hair, hazel eyes? You didn't tell anybody you were coming here today?
No.
What was your plans once you come here, did what you were going to do, then what was you going to do?
Didn't we already go through this?
Go back to college or
Go home.
go home? You're supposed to be going home anyways?
Mm.
So your parents don't have any idea you're over here or anything like that?
No.
So everything you've typed in here, you're not denying that it was you typing it or anything like that, correct?
No.
Everything's factual that you typed it.
The cop's giving you an out there. Just be like, yeah, I deny that I wrote all of that. Probably wouldn't help him, but, at least he'd be trying.
How long would you plan on staying here?
Original plan was maybe overnight. When I got here, I don't know, I probably would have left early.
Is there anything else you can think of you need to advise me at this point? As far as anything with this? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think Nathan Downhour is going to be a popular guy in prison.
Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here a minute.
Though if he is a popular guy in prison, it's probably not for the reasons he's hoping.
We'll get a consent form. I'll fill out a consent form. And then we'll get you to sign that. And at this point, you're going to be charged with unlawful sexual conduct, attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. Okay? Which is a felony of the 4th degree.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Staying here this weekend.
You'll be staying here all weekend on this charge. As far as you want to know the elements of the crime or what?
What's the penalty?
It's a felony of the 4th degree. As far as what the breakdown is, I'd have to look it up and I'll give you that answer in a little bit. Okay.
And it goes on my record, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it goes on your record, Nathan. Not only does it go on your record, but they have a special separate record just for people who do this particular crime. It's called the RSO. Because this crime is so bad that they need to have a list of people that do it just to separate them from the other criminals.
It can go on your record if you're convicted of it.
So I'm going to be tried for it?
Yeah. Yep. Any other questions? Your car, we have that and it's towed to our impound at this time.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, it'll be up to the prosecutor. What's going to happen with the car, so that we'll have to wait, and we can answer that question later on at this point, once we advise him what you've told us and everything else. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me find a consent form, and then we'll get you out of here. All right?
Is it Taylor University?
Mm-hmm.
You have a phone there?
You right or left-handed? Right. Go ahead and just stand up there. Like either left.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to uncuff your right hand, and then I need you to just leave your left hand behind you. Okay?
Yes, sir.
on that. Okay. Is it pen laying there?
That's my left hand.
Oh yeah, use your right hand there. Sorry. Stand behind you. Sign right here on signature.
What's the date, Sean?
24th. Okay. Alright, gonna put that down. Put your hands behind you. Alright. These cuffs alright?
Little tight.
Huh?
Little tight, but they're supposed to be.
I get a finger in there, and I get a finger in there, okay, bud? We're on a double lock it. Did that tighten up on you? You double lock the other side?
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Go in that seat. I'll put this back in your front pocket. You can take this with you. Okay. Stand up.
Sudden.
And I still have your knife in the car, which will check that into your property. Alright. You want to put some oil in your car?
You want to get the other sheet?
Car lock. Yeah.
Walk into the light, Nathan. Okay, yeah, so I guess that building they were in before was not the police station. That was just some other area where they were conducting the interrogations, and then they drove them to the police station here.
Come in here. Been here before?
It looks like that was a fairly short interrogation, but we got this is like halfway, just over halfway through the video, so we may as well just keep going and see if anything else interesting happens.
Right. You should go ahead and put your stand in this little imaginary box right there against the wall, and we'll get a couple pictures of you.
I wonder if it's annoying for the police to have the camera crew there walking around and getting in the way.
So you've never been here before?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you spell your last name?
Downhour. Nathan.
And your middle name?
Eli.
Spell it for me.
Eli.
Eli, that's not a name you hear very often.
Are you a junior? Or a senior or anything? Junior?
Sophomore.
And
I need you to turn and face that wall real quick. You should face the door. Just need to get a side shot.
I don't think Nathan's expression or his tone of voice have changed or altered slightly since this video began. Like he has like no emotion. He just seems like he's just going through life on autopilot and nothing could really affect him one way or the other.
Okay, I just need you to turn and face that the opposite way now.
Was he wearing a hat or something earlier? Like, look at the back of his hair right here. It just looks like he's got this tuft of hair, like something was like holding it down and then he took it off. It just looks kind of weird.
Okay, you got any scars, major scar marks, tattoos? Nothing? Okay, go ahead and have a seat there. Keep the chair against
No gang tattoos, Nathan?
the wall for me. Yeah, I gotta get this property.
what's your social security number?
Right.
Your social security? And your date of birth?
12/16/1982.
And what city were you born in?
Hartford City.
What was that?
Hartford City.
Did he really have to think about where he was born?
And what state?
Indiana.
And your current address? What was it one more time?
You know, this cameraman's getting all these like close-up shots and everything. Did any of this make it into the episodes? I don't think so.
And the city.
Montpelier, Indiana.
And the zip code?
47259.
And the phone number there? Are you married?
No.
Weren't you listening? He's a virgin and he's never had a girlfriend. How would he be married?
And any children?
No.
Yeah, he has 5 kids. He's a virgin, but he has 5 kids.
Highest education? Highest grade of education completed?
Some college.
Some college. How many years?
Almost 2.
2?
Oh, 1.5.
Where was that at?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Taylor.
You're gonna have to speak up, I can't hear you.
Sorry. Taylor University.
Ever been in the military?
No.
Any preference in church or
Oh, what a shock.
religion?
Christian.
Nathan definitely gives off military vibes.
Go by any other names?
No.
Are you working?
Well, according to Fast Eddie, Nathan goes by Nathan the Dumbass Downhour.
Not at the moment.
It's kind of strange how most of these guys never acknowledge the camera there. You figure if some guy was sticking a video camera in your face like this, you'd at least be glancing over at him occasionally.
What color are your eyes?
Hazel.
And your height?
6'3".
And your weight?
He's a lot taller than he looks.
165, 160.
He's very tall but thin.
Glasses or contacts?
Contacts.
What hand do you write with?
Right.
You can read and write?
Yes.
Scratch marks or tattoos?
None.
Can you read or write? We might need you to write a novel while you're in prison, like Lauren Armstrong did.
He was looking up something else. Jailer. Yeah, hold on.
Beautiful shot, camera guy.
Is that a 4?
Yes.
Okay. What kind is it?
Dodge Neon. Plymouth.
What year?
1999.
And the color?
White.
Wonder if the camera crews. I wonder if they go home or go out for drinks or something after their shift is done and talk about the various predators and kind of compare notes and observations on them.
You ever been charged with violent crime?
No, ma'am.
You already got the shot through the door, cameraman. Just go in there and hold the camera on Nathan.
Or might be up there. No? Unfortunately. Never had domestic or anything?
No, ma'am.
They told me today it's not violent.
Okay.
They called me.
No, ma'am.
Asthma?
No, ma'am.
Arthritis?
This guy's just glaring at Nathan.
Problems?
No, ma'am.
Withdrawal symptoms?
No, ma'am.
Diabetes?
No, ma'am.
Epilepsy?
No, ma'am.
Pain spells?
No, ma'am.
Sexual predator.
Physician prescribed diet?
No, ma'am.
Urinary tract problems?
No, ma'am.
Ulcers?
No, ma'am.
Venereal disease?
No, ma'am.
Ever tested positive for AIDS, tuberculosis, or hepatitis?
No, ma'am.
Any type of heart or high blood pressure problems?
No, ma'am.
Being treated for mental health problems?
No, ma'am.
You ever tried to kill or harm yourself?
No, ma'am.
Feel depressed or suicidal?
Depressed? Yes. Suicidal? No.
Are you on any medication?
No, ma'am.
Any other medical problems?
No, ma'am.
No surgeries or anything within the last year? Use alcohol?
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Do you do anything, Nathan? He just has the most boring life, you know. At least if he had an ulcer or something, he'd have something to do. He just seems like he's just such a boring guy.
Yes. Gray sweater, white shoes, white socks, blue shirt, blue jeans, and your briefs. That sound good? And then I have $39.76.
Jeff Real, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's who they need to speak with about getting the car out. That's my only concern with you at this point, and the evidence. I mean, the evidence is not an issue, but that won't be released until the court case is over. If the court decides to release anything back to you, like a laptop or whatever, then we'll give that back to you too as well. Okay? But this is yours, you keep it. Should you have any questions, I'll even write my phone number down there for you.
There you go. Bye. locked down there. Good, good.
Okay, Nathan, I need you to come over here. We're going to fingerprint you.
Okay,
You just leave right here. Step right on over here. It's pretty easy. Just explains to you what I need. I need your right thumb, and I'm gonna put it right on there. Take that. You just want to step back a minute, relax. Just relax your hand. I'll do all this, and we can get through this pretty easy. Okay. Go ahead and lift it off. Now I need your left thumb. Same thing. Okay. Now I need your right four fingers. Just like that.
Wonder what happens if someone with that's missing both arms gets arrested. How do they fingerprint them? I wonder if they would do their toes or they just wouldn't bother.
Okay, now I need your left ones. You can, if you need to step, turn, make it more comfortable for you, you can do that. Okay, I'm gonna take that off there. Try it again one more time.
Nathan can't even be fingerprinted properly. Come on, Nathan.
Okay, see if it does that good. Take that off. Okay, now I need your right thumb. Actually, what I'm going to do here, you just need to relax. I'm going to turn it and I'm going to roll it all the way across the screen. And then pick up. First finger. Probably just smudged a little bit and the system didn't like it. Again, bring that to the corner. Try it one more time. I'm going to roll it this way. I'm going to come back this way. I don't know why it's not taking it. Okay, now I need your left thumb. We're going to do the same thing to this hand.
Good Lord, his prison sentence is going to be over by the time they finish fingerprinting him.
It'll take it that time. This thing is not like a me today. I don't know why it's not. more time. Try it again. See if it'll take it this time, and that's it.
I bet you Nathan goes through this all the time. He's just such a pathetic loser that just nothing works. Everything he tries to do fails somehow. This cop's like, I don't understand the problem. We fingerprinted like 100 guys today, and all of a sudden Nathan Downhour comes through and it doesn't work.
Okay, now I need your right lower palm. Put it right like that. Okay, don't move your fingers when we do this. Go ahead and take it off there.
He's in the candy cane pajamas.
This is all the property we're giving you a base your scoring end of it, or do we charge?
It's not good.
I'll be right there.
Or you can just put it in, you can write it in there. Okay, if you want to make a call to your attorney, call somebody, let them know you're here. Call your, maybe call an attorney. Right there's the phone.
Well, he's got no girlfriend to call, so may as well be an attorney.
Go ahead and do that. And it's a quiet call. You want to go ahead and do it? You want to call family? Let them know where you're at?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Nathan doesn't have anyone in his life that even cares that he's here. No one will notice him missing.
Go back in there and detail, yes, it was offered. You're allowed to call while you're over there. If you wanted to call your attorney, that was fine. You can do that now. And you don't want to, wish not to? Okay.
Okay, how do you spell your last name?
T-O-W-N-A-T-H-A-U-R.
And your first name?
N-A-T-H-A-U-R.
Date of birth?
12/16/1982.
Didn't they already like ask him all these questions?
And then sign there stating those are your fingerprints. You can check over everything if you want to. Ready whenever you're ready.
You ready? Go grab your stuff. Go over to the other side. Straight up. Control 9 and 10 Downhour to A1 right here. You'll hear it buzz.
Right, and that's it for Nathan Downhour. Yeah, he's not the the brightest guy in the world. But yeah, he's just another one of the pathetic losers, but he's just as big of a predator as any of them because we know what he intended to do. So yeah, so if anyone hasn't already, just go over to sign up for my Patreon. I got a bunch of new videos coming. I'm slowly uploading the older videos, and I'm also uploading some of them for free over at Rumble if you look me up there. So, and I'll keep posting interrogations and other stuff here. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.